We've got ESPN's ranks of WNBA players right now. And Caitlin Clark is really high. One could argue she's not high enough. But I think it's pretty surprising for a lot of these folks. I will tell you this straight up. Angel Reese ain't nowhere to be found in the top 10. She's not involved. You're not here. Sorry, but not sorry. You're not to be seen.
Angel Reese falls to 12th in ESPN's rankings. Fair or unfair? The latest ESPN rankings are out, and Angel Reese's spot is turning heads for all the wrong reasons. She landed at 12th place, not in the top 5, not even in the top 10. Just 12th. For someone who has become a major figure in women's basketball, this ranking has fans talking. Reese has never lacked confidence, but does this drop suggest a difference between her reputation and her actual performance? Reactions are mixed. Some say the ranking is fair based on her recent play. Others think she's still not getting the credit she deserves. So, did ESPN get it right? Or is Reese being underestimated? What do you think?
So, let's all get a laugh together here, because this is the list. And you see the list, right? Well, I don't see, correct me if I'm wrong, do you see Angel Reese on this list?
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, unbothered and dominating. While Angel Reese's ranking sparks debate, Caitlin Clark is sitting comfortably at number 2, letting her performance speak for itself. No controversy, no back and forth, just elite-level play. Not long ago, the talk of a Reese vs. Clark rivalry was everywhere. Even the league's commissioner seemed to buy into it. But now, the difference between them isn't just noticeable, it's crystal clear. So, was this ever a real debate, or was it just media hype from the start? Let's hear your thoughts.
Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence between rivals. They don't want everybody being nice to one another.
No more debate. The gap is bigger than ever. It's settled. There's no argument left to make. The difference between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese isn't just noticeable. It's massive. Clark isn't even breaking a sweat, yet she's dominating with ease. Meanwhile, Reese might be scrolling through social media, searching for answers. Let's be real, this is a wake-up call for Reese. She had the hype, the headlines, and the spotlight. She built her brand as a game changer, the player to watch. But now, the numbers tell a different story. She's struggling to even break the top 10, while Clark is out there doing what she does best, racking up triple doubles, shattering records, and redefining greatness. No drama, no distractions, just elite basketball. At this point, does this even count as a rivalry anymore? Or was it never really one to begin with?
Okay. And lo and behold, I couldn't believe my eyes when I seen number 2. They had Caitlin Clark. I said, really?
Let's be honest. The double-double machine. Argument isn't enough? Sure. Double-doubles are nice, but you know what's even better? Being the player fans actually show up for. The one who draws millions of viewers, the one who defines the game. For a while, it felt like ESPN was hesitant, almost unwilling to fully acknowledge Caitlin Clark's dominance. But now, even they can't deny the obvious anymore. Clark isn't just in the conversation. She is the conversation. She moves the needle. She is the moment. And everyone else? Just trying to keep up.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
The numbers don't lie, and now neither do the rankings. The stats have always told the story. Now, for the first time, the rankings finally say it loud and clear. Meanwhile, Angel Reese fans are squinting at the list like it's a game of Where's Waldo? Scrolling, searching, hoping. Hate to break it to you, but 12th place isn't exactly giving superstar. It's like thinking you're the VIP at an exclusive event, only to realize you're stuck outside, while Caitlin Clark is already inside, center stage, owning the moment. For so long, Clark's doubters pushed every narrative, every argument, trying to convince the world that Reese was right there with her. But now? Silence. And honestly, isn't it kinda nice without all the noise?
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She has energy, she has an attitude, she'll rebound you the basketball. Great. Nothing else. She has not, she's got self-awareness. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Let's be real. If the roles were reversed, it'd be chaos. Imagine if Caitlin Clark had dropped to the 12th place, while Angel Reese sat comfortably at number 2 social media. Meltdown mode. Sports shows, wall-to-wall coverage. Reese's fans already declaring her the undisputed face of the league, but now that it's Reese slipping in the rankings, silence, excuses. Suddenly, it's all. Rankings don't matter. Funny how the energy shifts when the hype isn't in their favor.
We did go off of how much winning Caitlin was doing, how she was contributing to winning, and then going off the viewership and all that. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think Caitlin should have won.
Angel Reese falling in the rankings? Surprising, but not shocking. There's no denying Angel Reese's impact. She's a force in the paint, a walking double-double, and one of the most marketable players in the league. But when it comes to pure basketball dominance, that belongs to Caitlin Clark. The numbers don't lie. Clark's offensive firepower, her ability to take over games, and the way she commands attention from both fans and media make one thing clear. She's the face of women's basketball. Rankings might shift, but her spot at the top? That's not changing anytime soon. As for Reese, this could be the wake-up call she needs. She thrives on proving people wrong, and you know she'll use this as motivation. But if she wants to be the biggest name in the game, she has one massive challenge ahead. Caitlin Clark isn't slowing down.
And now she knows it to the point that even when she's on the basketball court, she's aware, like, this ain't really my thing. Let me get this hot potato out of my hand and to somebody that knows what they're doing with it as soon as possible. You got to see this clip. This is a 3-on-3 basketball game. Angel Reese strips a player at one end, runs down court with the basketball, 3-4 steps ahead of everybody, has an easy layup, and throws it to the girl behind her.
ESPN finally got it right. Caitlin Clark is that player. For a while, ESPN seemed hesitant to call it like it is, but now they couldn't ignore the obvious any longer. Caitlin Clark isn't just another rookie. She's the rookie, the face of the league, and the unstoppable force reshaping women's basketball. Remember last season's ranking mess, when ESPN somehow had Angel Reese ranked ahead of Clark? Yeah, that take aged badly. While Clark was out here torching defenses, breaking records, and casually draining half-court shots, Reese was putting up solid numbers, but rewriting history? Not exactly fast forward, and reality has set in. Clark sits at number 2, though. Let's be honest, she should be number 1. But at this point, rankings don't even matter. She's already won where it counts. On the court, in the record books, and in the hearts of fans everywhere. And Reese, if she wants to keep up, she's got some serious work to do.
This is ESPN's list, y'all, not mine. So don't be chirping, getting mad if your fave isn't at the top. So at number 1, we have Cameron Brink. Number 2, Angel Reese. Number 3, Kate Martin. 4, Rickea Jackson. 5, Julie Van Loo. And 6, Caitlin Clark.
The rankings finally match reality. Caitlin Clark is just different. The truth is out, and the rankings reflect what's been obvious all along. Caitlin Clark isn't just great. She's a generational talent. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, maybe next time, less talking, more hooping, credit where it's due. Reese is a beast on the boards. But outside of rebounding, what's really there? A highlight reel of missed shots, shaky defense, and an offensive game that's looking real limited. Yet somehow, despite the inefficiency and defensive struggles, she still managed to grab a Rookie of the Year vote. Fast forward to today, and it seems like the so-called experts finally watch the games. Maybe they stopped buying into the social media hype, or maybe reality just hit them like a missed layup off the glass. Either way, justice has been Served. Because the more you watch Reese play, the clearer it becomes. She hasn't taken that next step. In a league where development is everything, no amount of clout can make up for that.
Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss layups? Not I.
Reese says, game, still full of question marks. Her shooting, still a struggle. And calling it inconsistent would be putting it nicely. Her defense, more style than substance. Just enough effort to fill the stat sheet without really impacting the game. And her offense? Let's not even go there. That's a whole separate case study. If her jumper had a personality, it'd be shy, unreliable, and completely MIA when the team needs it most.
Number 2 player in the entire league, not on the Olympic team. Just pointing that out. And of course, you did have some haters. Please, Clark is not better than Stewie, Fee, or Inescu. Clark is not better than Stewart. They glazing Clark is not better than Inescu, blah, blah, blah. No matter what Caitlin Clark does, she's going to have some haters out there. It's just they're losing their minds over all the people that have either been traded for and signed for the Indiana Fever right now. And of course, it looks like a powerhouse of a team.
Last year's ESPN ranking? A complete miss. Seriously, what were we watching? ESPN really tried to convince us that Angel Reese was better than Caitlin Clark. Looking back, that take is almost laughable. Clark was out there leading her team, breaking records, and casually drilling logo threes like it was just part of her warm-up. Meanwhile, Reese was grinding out some of the most forgettable double-doubles imaginable. Stats that looked solid on paper but meant little when you actually watched the games. Now, after months of excuses, overhyped debates, and non-stop justifications for every misstep, the truth is impossible to ignore. Angel's game just isn't cutting it. And the more she plays, the clearer that reality becomes.
Asia number 1, Caitlin number 2, Brianna number 3, and now we really have Brianna over Nafisa in terms of projections going into next year. Stop. Nafisa Collier is definitely top 2 in this league.
The debate is over. If it even existed, let's be real, there was never a real debate between a Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. That was just noise. And now? The record is officially straight. Caitlin Clark is her. Angel Reese is just there. Clark isn't just playing the game. She's redefining it. Breaking records, draining logo threes like they're layups, and making defenders look like they're stuck in slow motion. And the best part? She's out there dominating. While Shotmore, Angel, and her crew sit on the sidelines, throwing shade like it's their full-time job, someone should probably remind Reese that trash talk only works when you actually back it up. Otherwise, it's just noise.